And you mentioned sales teams should be networking. Is there other groups within large organizations, large enterprises that could be networking as well? Like, should a marketing team be networking? Outside, should your other people within the organization that might not be commercially led, should they be networking? Because I think that obviously you've kind of alluded to it that a lot of people know different people in different businesses. Whether they're your next door neighbor, or they're in a networking group, maybe they go to church with them. So how can you, I guess, expand networking and these sorts of strategies beyond just like the sales team in order to drive more sales?
Yeah. So look, I've been thinking about this a lot because our platform Nolodex, right, is built for communities that are already networking, alumni association chambers that are there to kind of connect with each other. But I think back to like when I had my company, like I had a marketing company, right? And I had, 40 people that were working for me in design and graphics and websites and all that stuff. All those people used to work at a different agency, right? And they have clients that were at that agency, right? They came from this. Say, no, we used to do work for Ralph Lauren over here. Do you still know, Jimmy, the head of marketing over there? Yeah, I know him really well. Why aren't we using those people as salespeople? Right? Every CEO out there that's out there, or even the head of sales, like if you have 40, 50, 100, 200 employees and they're all sitting around not doing anything, why not turn them into salespeople? They don't have to be salespeople. They're just to be introducers, right? Connectors, right? So, hey, Sarah in accounting, you know anyone that would use our services here? Like, oh, I didn't think about it, but my cousin's the head of marketing for XYZ. But your cousin's the head of marketing for one of the companies we'd love to talk to? Can you get a meeting? Of course I can. But why would she without any incentive? Now you're saying, hey, all our employees, we're going to put you on, again, put it on our platform. They could all send referrals on the platform. Hey, I know someone that probably would be great to use the company's services, right? But again, put an incentive in there and pay them just like you would a salesperson. But now you're not paying a sales, you're just paying them a straight commission. They're already working for you. They're helping you out. They're helping the company out, and they're putting extra money in their pocket, right? My wife works for a finance company. She knows top level people in finance. She's been in finance for 30 years. She could bring their company and she works for sales. She supports the sales team. Not one of them are ever like, hey, Audrey, I see on LinkedIn, you're connected to this VP over at whatever company. Do you know them? Yeah, sure. Known them for 30 years. I could get you a meeting tomorrow. Why are we using those people? So we really think one of the big pushes we're going to do is be like, every company has a sales force, right? Has people that are working for them that know people, right? If you have 100 people that work for your company, they know 100 people, right? That's 10,000 people that you could potentially connect to make introductions for the company. So yeah, I think it's a huge area that nobody's thinking about or nobody's doing.